Here we are in section 5.2 with the answers to 29 and the preparation problem number 30. This box's volume, oh look, it's a story problem. We love these. This box's volume is described by the polynomial here, 4x cubed minus 12x squared minus 72x. Its height is described by a monomial, and its length and width are described by binomials. Find a solution set using these prime factors. Alrighty, so we're going to factor this thing. And remember, we have length or width times length times height, and that's how we get this. So we're going to factor it up into three things and find something that works to times it up like that. Now, first of all, it says we got a monomial here. So that means pull out that greatest common factor. Looks like a 4 can come out of everything. So we get 4. Oh, and an x can come out of everything. And we get x squared minus 3x minus 72 divided by 4. I think that's about 18. Good deal. Now you'll notice what's left here. This is a trinomial with a leading coefficient 1. So if we can find two numbers that times to 18 and add to negative 3, we'll get it. So let's look at that. Negative 18. Could be a 1 and an 18 timesing there. 3 and a 6. Oh, 2 and a 9. And look, those guys right there. If we have one as a negative and one as a positive, those will add to this negative 3. So this breaks up into x plus 3 and x minus 6. And then the 4x is right out there. And look at that. We have a monomial. So there's the height right there. And then here's a binomial and a binomial. So this is the length and the width. And there we have it. 4x, x plus 3x minus 6. Which one's the length? Which one's the width? I don't know. But there's a polynomial that would multiply together to give that one right there. Alrighty, number 30. Now, the following trinomials are in the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a does not equal 1. That's what we're going to be studying on how to factor. So one of the key things about that is knowing how these things multiply together. So let's just multiply them together. It's 6x squared plus 21x plus 10x plus 35. That's 6x squared plus 31x plus 35. Alrighty, the next one. 20x squared plus 15x minus 4x minus 3. So that'd be 20x squared plus 11x minus 3. And the last one, 16x squared plus 8x plus 2x plus 1. That's 16x squared plus 10x plus 1. Now, the thing that we need to notice about these that will springboard us into the next lesson of how to factor a trinomial with leading coefficient that's not equal to 1 is to note that, yeah, 5 times 7 equals 35, but notice that 5 plus 7 is not the middle term, that this middle term came from 3 times 2, or 3 times 7, and 5 times 2. So it's different. These numbers don't just add up into the middle when you have something not equal to 1 here. Same thing happened over here. You have a 1 and a 3. Yeah, you get the negative 3 here. That's great. But notice that negative 1 and 3 don't add up to 11, that this 5 and this 4 messed up that pattern that we had. So we've got to figure out a different way of factoring things that have a leading coefficient that isn't equal to 1. So the nice thing about these up here is it was just an x, so that these two numbers added directly to this middle term. But these guys don't. Yeah, you can see 1 and 1. Middle term's a 10. Well, 1 plus 1 isn't 10. Notice that it was 1 times the 8 and 1 times the 2. So we're going to learn about that in the next lesson.